Spain kick off their World Cup campaign up against Costa Rica in what has been dubbed a pretty tasty looking group. We'll take a little look at the Spain point of view heading into Qatar 2022, and that's coming at you next. That's right, folks. Bob's giving the World Cup rivals video today. We're looking forward to Spain up against Costa Rica. I've got my Spanish correspondent standing by. I'll chat with him in a second. If you're new, where you been? Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Your non-stop shop for Rovers content, chat with Spain people content, and of course World Cup content itself. We've got it all here, babies, under one roof. And of course, people shout to the VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. But for my small corner of the universe, tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're calling from, and give us something a bit about your Spanish heritage.
Well, my name is Jose DeBarco. I live right outside of Washington, D.C., and I'm originally from Galicia, Spain, which is in the northwest. I have a lot of family there. I go there every summer, so a lot of involvement with Spanish soccer.
All right, and we're glad to have you back once again. And of course, Spain are going to be one of those big boys, we hope, to go very, very far and long into this tournament. But what about your hopes and expectations for the Spanish national team heading into Qatar 2022 and, of course, heading into this match against Costa Rica?
Well, looking at the group, I think a lot of people would probably agree this would be maybe our easier game. I think we've played Costa Rica 3 or 4 times. We haven't lost against them, so I feel good about going into the easier game. We don't have to face Germany right off the bat, so hopefully we should get the 3 points, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, go from there indeed. Of course, a lot of pundits or neutrals are tipping Spain to go very, very far in this tournament. But with you and your Spanish hat on, just how far can this Spanish team actually go?
Well, looking at the bracket, I think at some point, if we do well, and I'm putting my money on Brazil doing well, we will face Brazil at some point early on, depending on how we fall in the group and how they fall in the group. So whenever we play Brazil, I think at that point, just because our team is very good, we have a lot of very young talent, and I don't think the team has really been together that long. And the Brazilian team is, has put in some time together. I think we'll probably crash out to Brazil in the 16 or in the quarterfinals whenever we face them. If
you do, of course. And speaking of, well, not necessarily the bracket, but the tournament itself, and maybe Spain, of course. For those who don't really know too much about Spanish football, or at least the Spanish national team, who's the guy that's going to get us off our feet with that wow factor?
Well, we have a really young guy in midfield. His name is Pedri. He plays for Barcelona. And he's just, the standout midfielder for Barcelona right now. He's gotten a lot of attention. He's doing really well. He starts every game. When healthy, he's won. I think he just won this year or last year. He won the Young Player of the Year, the Copa Trophy, which is awarded by the France. By the France
Golden Boy or whatever it is.
Yeah. So we got that. He's doing well, and I think if he has a good game, Spain will have a good game.
Well, let's hope he has a good game. Of course. What else have I got for you here? Of course, Costa Rica are your first opponents, and they seem to be, their backbone seems to be an aging team that's been there for a while. But what concerns do you have about Costa Rica for this game in your opening match?
I think the biggest concern is probably all the way at the back. Keylor Navas, he's a big name. He's played for a lot of big teams. Very good keeper. So I think the game will kind of rest on how good or bad of a day he has.
All right, and of course, let's just say for this game only, or maybe even more longer than this, but let's just say the coach, Luis Enrique, has got food poisoning, and he says, I need you to pick my team. What's the team going to be for this opening game against Costa Rica, from the goalie all the way through to the forwards?
All right, well, starting at the back, Simon from Bilbao gets the nod for goalkeeper. I don't think there's any discussion on that one. Going into the back line, I think Pau Torres and Eric Garcia have played the last couple of internationals, a mix of them. So I think they'll get the start. On the right, we have Danny Carvajal from Real Madrid. He's got some experience there, and I think he'll probably be the right back. Left back, we're also going to go to another veteran who hasn't played as much lately, but I think Jordi Alba will get the nod for the left back. Right in the middle, it's either going to be a toss-up between Sergio Busquets or Rodri. I'd love for Rodri to do it. I think he just has that little edge over Busquets. But I think so. Luis Enrique has gone with either or for the last couple games, and I'd be happy with Rodri starting. I'm going to go with Rodri. And then two youngsters in the midfield from Barcelona, Pedri and Gavi. They'll be starting on either side of Rodri. Up front, I'm gonna put Alvaro Morata in the middle, and then on the right, I'm either gonna put Ferran Torres or Marco Asensio, and I think Asensio might edge out Ferran Torres for the spot on the right. On the left, I see that Pablo Sarabia has been playing. Yeah, actually started the last 5 games, so I'm going to put him in the starting lineup as well. Uh, and yep,
That's your 11.
that sums up the
Yeah,
11.
it's not bad 11, of course. And it is a very young 11. We saw the backs, perhaps, of David De Gea, of course, and Sergio Ramos didn't make the cut. But, of course, there is going to be another game in your group around about the same time. Germany up against Japan. With, again, Spanish hat on. What do you want to happen in that game? But what do you think will happen in that game?
I think Germany will go far in our group. So if Japan can tie Germany, that would be great for Germany to drop some points. It would give us a leg up on maybe winning the group. So if Japan can get a goal on Germany, I would love that. But I think Germany will beat Japan.
Okay, and of course now the all-important Monday question here. What is the final score going to be? Spain, Costa Rica, game 1 for Qatar 2022.
I think this will be the highest scoring game for Spain in the whole tournament, so I'm going to give them the 3-0 for Costa Rica.
Perfect. I appreciate that. Thanks again, Jose, for joining us. I do appreciate you giving up a bit of your time to chat all things Spain, all things Qatar 2022. Now, if you want to join Jose and be on a show just like this, we have a World Cup daily show coming at you from, November the 20th, something like that. So make sure you come by. There is a Zoom link. There will be Zoom links all over the place. So make sure you drop in, say hello, and of course get your footballing thoughts out to the wider world. That's coming. Subscribe though, hit the little bell, non-stop shop, World Cup content right through, all the way from now, all the way through to the final and more. But until then, guys and girls, I'll see you soon for the next one. Be safe, subscribe, I'll see you later.